Hey everybody! Robert Kiyosaki's Who Took My Money is a book for people who want to beat the average investor's returns. It will not teach you the exact steps, but it will give you the ideas to accelerate the growth of your wealth. The Game of Money. Look at the following chart. Where do you sit? The Game of Money chart is a standard time frame when most people enter the workforce at 25 and hope to set aside enough money to retire at 65. During this 40-year time frame, you will be playing the game of money, so you might as well take the time to understand why the rich are getting richer and learn to take control of your money so your money can work for you. A reporter once asked Robert, "If you had $10,000 to invest in, what would it be?" He responded, "It would depend on who you ask." Robert reflected on the times Rich Dad and his various advisors gave him financial advice. Here's a highlight of some of those visits. A financial advisor may advise you to save your money, pay off debts, buy a home, and then invest in mutual funds for the long term. They believe through contributions to the stock market, an estimated historical 10% market return with compounding over time will grow your wealth. While this isn't bad advice, Rich Dad was concerned about Robert investing in mutual funds early on before he had a good financial understanding. He told Robert, "The worst thing about learning to be a mutual fund investor is that you will never see great investments. If you never take the time to learn to be a professional investor, you will live in fear of investing, constantly saying investment is risky, so you avoid investing or hand your money to other people. When you play it safe, living in fear is losing. You miss out on the excitement of winning." A cattle rancher may advise you to send the cattle to the slaughterhouse once they're ready, then collect the money. They believe your wealth can grow when you invest in assets that will appreciate, and once you sell, you can collect the capital gains. Whereas a dairy farmer may advise you to keep the dairy cows for their milk as long as possible. Collect the money along the way. They believe your wealth can grow through collecting the cash flow the asset gives off for as long as you can keep and maintain it. Rich Dad wanted Robert to understand the importance of cash flow versus capital gains. Most investors invest only for capital gains. In retirement accounts, the average investor will have cash flowing away from them as they can't use leverage, have few tax benefits, and the money sits until they hit the current federal retirement age of 67. If you want your freedom, you have to focus on growing your assets and using cash flow to feed into the next asset class and then the third asset class. A banker may advise you to learn how to make money with your money. Learn how to use other people's money. They believe your wealth can grow by using leverage. Rich Dad wanted Robert to see a banker's priorities in the following specific order. He told Robert, "The first reason people struggle financially is because they mismanage their money. The second reason is that they fail to leverage their money. And in just those two steps, the rich begin getting really rich, while everyone else works hard and struggles financially." A tax attorney may advise you to learn the tax laws for different income earnings and the different asset classes. They believe in order to grow your wealth, you have to understand the importance of how taxes can impact you in different ways. The different tax laws for different income earnings. 1. Employee. Gets taxed by the government up front. The employee can only invest or spend what is left after taxes. 2. Self-employed. Can take deductions of business expenses and losses and then gets taxed. 3. Investors. Capital gains and dividends tax rate if held over a year in 2021 is 0% if under $40,000, 15% between $40,000 to $445,000, and 20% if over $445,000. Robert recommends that employees keep their day job but start a part-time business to take advantage of the tax laws. An investor's viewpoint. Rich Dad and Robert, who are both investors, will advise you to become a power investor. Power investing is where the investor will acquire not just one but two or all three of the asset classes in business, real estate, and paper assets. These three asset classes, when combined, will help with the speed of cash flowing. Cash should be flowing and not sitting in a bank for years. The job of money is to work hard for you to acquire more assets. The velocity of money is important because if it doesn't move quickly, it can be attacked by taxes and decrease through lifestyle spending and inflationary costs. Let's talk through the three asset classes. 1. Business. This is by far your best asset because if successful, can generate you the most income with less work and pay the least in taxes. The drawback is if it's not successful, it can be a very big liability and loss of money, which is why you should start doing this as a part-time business before quitting your job. The accelerators are other people's money. You can start your business by using your own money or loans from the bank or family and friends. When you're ready to expand, you can look for partners to help grow your business. 2. Entity selection. Choosing the right corporate entity, such as an LLC, S Corp, or C Corp, is critical to find the best protection and the best tax advantages. 3. Other people's time. You can leverage other people's systems to do your work. And 4. Tax laws. They favor a business. The next asset class is real estate. The accelerators are other people's money. The banker supports real estate. For example, invest your money into an asset. Get your money back. Keep control of the asset. Move your money into a new asset. Get your money back. And repeat the process. Entity selection is another accelerator, again crucial. And tax laws. The tax laws offer great accelerators in your real estate income and cash flow in the form of depreciation. Paper assets. The accelerators are they can be tax exempt. The government offers tax incentives for investing in municipal mortgage REITs and other paper investments. And options. Investing in stock options allows Robert to leverage his investments in paper assets. Let's revisit Robert's game of money score. In the first quarter of his life, he made $0 per month. In the second quarter of his life, he made $10,000 per month. During halftime, he took 2 years off. In the third quarter of his life, he made $100,000 per month. In the fourth quarter, it's to be determined, and overtime is to be determined. In conclusion, many people are in the game but only invest in their retirement plans, and they may not achieve high returns because they are primarily invested in paper assets. Add to that, by not expanding to business or real estate assets, they turn their hard-earned money over to the government through paying excessive taxes. The game of money is not really about money, it's about how well you can play the game.